there is. I would love reconciliation with my family. There's no point in continuing to fight anymore. I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff. But it would be nice to reconcile.
Prince Harry's latest TV moment has set off a firestorm. One that's got people questioning his state of mind, his motives, and what on earth is going on behind palace doors. On May 2nd, 2025, Harry sat down with the BBC for an interview that felt less like a calm conversation and more like a public breakdown. For half an hour, he poured out frustration, anger, sadness, and a whole lot of blame. It all came right after he lost a major court case to get his UK police protection back. But this wasn't just about security, this was Harry lashing out, calling out his family, hinting at conspiracies, and suggesting that dark forces were targeting him. One royal expert didn't hold back and said what many were thinking. He looked completely unwell and lost in his own world. At the center of all this chaos is Harry's long-running fight to get armed police whenever he visits Britain. He gave that up in 2020 when he and Meghan moved to California and left royal duties behind. Now, years later, he spent millions trying to get it back and keeps losing. But instead of accepting the court's decision, he went full blast on national TV, accusing the UK government, his own security committee, and even hinting that King Charles might be involved in some shady setup. He called it a stitch-up and said they were leaving his family in danger on purpose. That's a bold accusation, especially against his own blood. He even brought up his mother, Princess Diana's death, and said he doesn't want the same thing to happen again. That's a heavy thing to throw out there on live TV. Watching him, you got the feeling this wasn't just about now, it was about everything that's happened since 2020. He kept dragging up old fights, talking about betrayal, and blaming everyone but himself. The man seems stuck in the past. He even claimed he's forgiven his family while also accusing them of shutting him out. He didn't take any responsibility for the damage caused by the bombshell Oprah interview, his tell-all book, or the Netflix series. Instead, he kept shifting blame. And the contradictions? Wild. One minute he says King Charles cut him off because of security, next minute Meghan says Harry lost his father years ago. Which is it? Then came the part that made people really uncomfortable. Harry used his kids, Archie and Lilibet, as emotional leverage. He said he won't bring them to the UK because it's unsafe without bodyguards and that they'll miss out on everything, including seeing their grandfather. That's King Charles, who is currently battling cancer. Harry made it sound like Charles won't live much longer and that his own children won't get to know him unless the UK gives him what he wants. People are calling it emotional blackmail, and honestly, it's hard to argue. He's turning the royal family drama into a battle over who loves the kids more and who's to blame for keeping them apart. And let's not forget, his children aren't close to Meghan's side either. Meghan has been distant from her own father for years, so Archie and Lilibet are growing up without any real connection to either grandfather. But Harry acts like he's the only victim here. He also claimed the British media spreads hate about his family, while his wife shares family moments online to promote her brand. One minute he's talking about privacy and safety, the next he's using his kids in the spotlight. The contradictions just keep piling up, things are getting really strange with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and people are starting to talk more seriously about how bad it's gotten. While Harry was giving a tense interview on BBC saying his family was in serious danger, Meghan went ahead and posted a black and white Instagram photo of Harry with their kids, Archie and Lilibet. In their garden, no caption, just a cozy photo. Many saw it as a sweet moment, but others didn't buy it for a second. Commentator Kinsey Schofield didn't hold back, saying Meghan was using their kids to push her lifestyle brand. And honestly, the timing was suspicious. While Harry's panicking about threats and betrayal, Meghan's putting out peaceful family content like nothing's wrong. Are they even living the same life anymore? Meghan has been sharing more photos of the kids lately, always hiding their faces, but it's still public. Meanwhile, Harry's been saying over and over that he wants his children out of the spotlight. So what's going on? Who's telling the truth here? Meghan's Netflix series is all about how happy their life is in California, yet Harry's interviews are full of anger, fear and accusations. It's starting to feel like he and Meghan are trying to sell two completely different stories to the world, and it's not working anymore. The most worrying part is Harry himself. He says he believes the same people who targeted his mother are now after his wife and kids. He even mentioned a fear that Meghan might be attacked with acid if they come back to the UK. That's not something you hear every day. People online are calling him unstable, paranoid, even saying he might be having a mental breakdown. A psychologist reportedly said his thinking was irrational and disturbing, and this isn't new. Experts have been questioning his mental state for years now. Even in court, he seems shocked that stepping away from royal duties came with consequences, like losing security. Schofield had a blunt reaction to all this. Grow up! You've got 2 kids and a family! Start acting like it! Now, the royal family has just about had enough. King Charles isn't just frustrated, he's given up trying. One insider said Charles can't even speak to Harry because he knows it'll all end up on TV or in a book. Buckingham Palace seems exhausted too, and said the security issue has already been looked at by the courts and ruled on. Prince William? He's reportedly furious. People close to him say that once he becomes the king, he might fully cut ties with Harry and Meghan, including taking away their HRH titles for good. A report even suggested Harry's mental state is in serious decline, and people are getting tired of hearing him complain while blaming everyone but himself. Then there is Harry's idea of service. He said he spent 35 years serving others, even though he's only 40. Sure, his time in the military and work with Invictus Games matter, but calling his Netflix show and book service feels like a stretch. Meanwhile, Meghan's off promoting her luxury lifestyle brand, showing up to events with big police escorts. Not exactly what people think of as public service. Even Harry's old charities are pulling away. Some are calling him toxic now. It's a far cry from the fun-loving, cheerful Harry people remember from his brother's wedding in 2011. What changed? Some blame Meghan entirely. Others think Harry was always this troubled but kept it hidden. Now they say he's falling apart in front of the whole world. The saddest part, his children might suffer the most. Harry refuses to bring them to the UK, which means they barely know their grandfather, King Charles, who's currently battling cancer. Meghan is already cut off from her father, so their kids are growing up without any connection to either side of their family. And for what? So Harry can keep fighting for something that seems more about pride than protection? In the end, Harry looks more and more like a man who doesn't realize how badly he's messed up. He says he has no regrets, but the courts have ruled against him multiple times, and public support is slipping fast. He's planning to write another letter to the Home Secretary demanding more protection. But most people are thinking, good luck with that. This whole situation is turning into a disaster, and Harry seems to be the last one to see it. The confident prince people once loved is gone, replaced by someone who can't stop picking fights and blaming others. And it's all playing out like a slow-motion car crash no one can stop watching. Let me know in the comments section below, and for more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.